Hi everyone. I am excited to put together my mystery kits again, and if you are not familiar with mystery kits, what happens is I send some kits in the mail that contain some pieces, and then you can put them together any way you like and share with me on my Beth's Paper Cuts idea sharing group on Facebook, or you can wait until I put them together in a Facebook Live or a Facebook not so live later in the week. And so today I'm putting it together. I sent them out last week, and I tried to do a live a little while ago on my Facebook group, and the sound quality was not good. So I'm hoping that this way I can edit and see if I can fix any sound issues. I'm not sure why with my Facebook Live, when I go live and I hit the video button there, for some reason the sound is bad. And here I'm just using the exact same phone, and I never have to fix the sound, so I'm not sure. If anybody out there who's techie can tell me why it is different on my Facebook Live than on my YouTube, I would love to know. Okay, so I sent out 2 different mystery kits this month, and they used designer series paper. And I wanted to do that because I had some of this celebration paper left over. That's the main thing, is I send these kits out free, and so I want to I try to keep them low cost. Sometimes I don't use retired things. In fact, usually I don't, but this paper was so cute. And the reason why I wanted to show it is because there's a lot of papers like this, and I wanted you to think about the paper differently. Okay, so there were 2 kits that sent out. One was using fresh freesia as a background. So if you got that one, this is the kit for you. And these are the elements that you got in your envelope. And I meant to send out a little I usually send a little slip of paper that says, go ahead and change this up any way you like. And I forgot to put that in the envelope. So, so you have an envelope of parts, but hopefully you've participated before, so you know the drill. So the drill is that you can take these papers and alter them. You can use these papers to cut out a label or to do whatever you want. And then at the end of the week, I show you what I did with them. So here is the kit that you got. You got several cut out little animals. You got some designer series paper, you got a card base. This white piece here is meant for the inside, but again, you can change that and use it however you want. And this little strip, when I cut these pieces, usually there's little skinny strips left over in the pack, and I usually just go ahead and put them on the inside of my cards just to bring some of that inside paper or outside paper to the inside, and that way I don't have a bag of scraps laying around. I like to sometimes use scraps in interesting ways, but often the amount of scraps far exceeds what I need for any kind of interesting scrap cards. So anyway, that's what that's for. And I'm going to put this kit together with you, and so you can see what the kit's supposed to look like. If you don't have, if you didn't get a kit, you can still watch the video and see what kinds of things you can do with designer series paper. This is paper with images I'm working on today, bigger images that you can cut out. And there's a lot of times when Stampin' Up! Has papers that you can cut out, and sometimes there's a matching die. In this case, one of the penguins in the paper is able to be punched out with the paper punch, but I just fussy cut these out with my scissors. Okay, so I'm going to put the inside together real quick just to show you. And to get some of these papers out of the way. There's a cat crawling around, please ignore. She's kind of learning the house, and when I lock her out, she just cries. She just wants to be wherever I'm at and see what's going on. If she starts to get into things like messing with my cord, then I'll have to try to put her outside again. Outside, not outside, outside. I mean outside of my room. Okay. So this is what goes on here, and I probably will put one of these little critters on the inside as well, but once we get the outside done. Okay, and then you were given 2 sheets of designer series paper, and I cut these. My intention here was to just layer them like so on my card, and you can do the same, or again, some people have already submitted, not submitted, but well, I guess that's submitted, have already added their finished cards onto my Facebook group, and I've seen some fun cards, and people have done different things. They've cut the papers in half and did like one pattern on the top and one pattern on the bottom, and just different ways to use it. If you're not part of my Facebook group, feel free to join. It's where I send out mystery kits. We have color challenges sometimes. Sometimes if people participate, I'll send you a card in the mail. It's just a place to get ideas. Pat was sharing some things she did with the latest paper pumpkin. People share all kinds of ideas. So feel free to join that group, Beth's Paper Cuts Idea Sharing Group on Facebook. I'll try and add it in the comments to this video. Okay, so that's how I intended my background papers to go. Okay, and then I added in the kit, you got these two, and I meant for them to layer like this. And again, sometimes people use the white pieces to cut out a label for your sentiment, and that works great too. So you can alter this, but my intention was this. And I'm just doing simple cards today, and I'm going to go ahead and layer that down right in the center. And it's hard when you've got this wonky tilted to remember that it's like that, because you want this one to actually be straight with the card, not the background. So that's a little tricky. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because I'm not stamping on it. This is kind of a no stamping or a low stamping card. And usually the mystery kits are kind of low on stamping because I don't know what you have. I can't send you any stamped images, which is why these cutouts were so fun. And you know, I just kind of sat there and cut out some designer series paper while watching TV at night. Sometimes my husband and I like to watch a little bit of TV before bed, and so I just was cutting them out. Now you can go ahead and take these little friends and decide who do you want to be on the front, who do you want to be on the inside, and I thought that a tall and a short looked good. So I've got these two or these two. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead with these two. For some reason I like that. I love that little fox. He's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue those together on the front. Maybe a little dollop on his mittens just so it doesn't accidentally come off. The cat is checking out the emboss and die cut machine over there. Okay. Alrighty, so I've got a fox and a snowman. Is this fox maybe putting together the snowman, or is this snowman alive? I don't know. Can't tell. Okay, so then in your kit you also got a couple of these, and I sent two just because in case, whoops, you make a mistake, you can have a second one. Or also sometimes you like to put two sentiments, like maybe happy birthday from all of us or whatever. So I'm intending to just use one on mine, but I sent two just in case you wanted to. And I'm just going to grab a happy birthday from my stamp stash. Because we're using the paper for our images, you can use this with any stamps you may already have. Hello, kitty. Okay, so I'm going to do a happy birthday. We've only had her, the cat, for about a week and a half, and she really enjoys being around us and does not enjoy not being around us. Oh, I think she's going to leave. She's done with me. She's going to go figure out what someone else is doing. Someone who's going to pet her. Alright, I don't like that birthday. I'm going to do that again. Another good reason why I would send you two, right? The B was heavily inked and the rest wasn't quite so. Okay, much better. And then I'm going to flag the end. By that I mean I kind of add a fork in it here, like a little banner end. Everybody has a different name for that. I call it flagging the end. What do you call it? I'm not sure. Okay, so I just do that. And I'm going to stick that right here. Of course, you can use dimensionals, anything you want. I'm going simple today. A lot of my leftover card buffet cards end up donated to this group at church that needs kids' birthday cards. They told me they were running low on. They send them out to different people, and in their amazingly long list of card recipients, and so they were telling me that they were running low on kid birthdays. So here we go. And then I have this penguin left over, so I think the penguin's going to go inside, and I think the bird is going to be talking to the penguin, maybe. Or should the bird be helping the fox make the snowman? Yep. I think the bird's going to stay on the outside. And the penguin's going to go on the inside. Okay, that is the first card from our mystery card kits. Again, if you've not participated in the past, the only thing you have to do is live in the US so that I can easily send you a card with one stamp. And some people donate stamps, which is really awesome because then I can keep making these. I send them out free. They're free little card kits. I don't put a lot in them because they're free, and they get pricey if I start adding real expensive ribbons. So they tend to just add things like baker's twine. Sometimes I use retired things, but I just want to keep us stamping and getting ideas. So even though this is retired paper and you can't get it anymore, this is kit number 2, by the way, I want you to think about this type of paper and what else can be cut out. So I'm going to pull out this one really quick. This is from, what is it called? Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. And this is another one of those papers that has images that you can cut out. So I want to show it to you because a lot of times there are so many different products in the catalog and you think this is really adorable, but how much use will I get out of that whole suite if you get the stamp and the dies and the paper? It starts to add up. And maybe you really like another Peaceful Cabin, or you like Christmas Whimsy trees, and you can't get both. So think about getting just the paper on some of these sets, because you can cut out all these super adorable images with your scissors and get that same look without having to buy the entire suite. And I mean, if you can buy the suite, the stamps are great. I love them, and I get a discount, so actually I did buy the entire suite. But I love the idea of cutting these out. My brother has a dog just like this. So this dog would be cute, but how many times am I going to use this dog? So it's nice that I can cut one out for my brother's Christmas card, and then I can use this other side for so many all year round. I also happen to really like cats, as you can see. So I like this little kitty here, and I love this little goldfish bowl, and I like this corgi. So I didn't need an entire stamp of the retriever, but this paper was enough for me. The stamps are cute because you can put little heads in the stockings. So maybe check it out. Super cute, but easy to cut out these little stockings. See what a simple cutout that would be? So take a look at your Designer Series papers, and sometimes if you can't get the whole suite, think about just getting the paper. And let's put this one together real quick, and then I'm going to show you a Halloween one. Alright, so this one, if you got this kit, I cut out the front already for you because I don't know who has what right at home, and I wasn't sure who had this die, so I already sent this to you pre-cut out. And I will show you how that works. This is a die called Picture This, and it only has 2 dies in it. It's got a rectangle and it's got circles, and it just cuts out these little circles. Let me show you. Let me grab my machine here. I left my mini machine at the place where I do my classes, and I'm really kind of missing it because it's so tiny and cute, and I can fit it on my video so much easier. So I might have to bring one home. I have 2 of them there. I should have left one there and one at home. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my frame here. Alright, so it cuts out these little circles, and I hang on to these little circles. You can use them on something else. In fact, maybe a mystery kit coming down the road is going to have all these little circles, and we'll see what we can do with them. How about that? That'll be a mystery kit. Okay, so here is our card. I'm all discombobulated. There we go. Okay, so you would have gotten one of these, you would have gotten this, and a card base. You would have also gotten a piece of white, Whisper White, and a tag. And I used up all my pieces for that mystery kit. Actually, I think I sent one of these in that kit. Yeah, you would have got one of these, and a piece of Whisper White. Let's see if I can just cut one real quick. Is this the right size? It's a little small. I think that's right. I have a stack of 4 by 5 1/4 white pieces because I use them so often. I just cut myself a bunch sometimes. Okay, so here's how to put this one together. You're going to, isn't it a shame to cover up these cuties? I know. Paper's so cute. I might have some available in my garage sale. We'll see. I think I sold some of it the other day at Card Buffet. Okay, so you put this down. This one we're going to wait on a minute because we're going to take the animals. So I sent you a bunch of little animals in your envelope that I cut from the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper from Celebration. So this is paper you cannot get anymore, and I'm sorry to say that. It's so cute. Again, check my garage sale if you really want some, or let me know, email me. Maybe I can share a pack with you or something. Let's see, I wanted a couple of those. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, I have a tiny. I just saw a tiny snowman. Look at that. Okay, maybe we'll use him. So sometimes, even though it's a half of a thing, like this polar bear is only half there because it was on the edge of the paper, I cut it out anyway because it would look really cute. Like, first of all, you can't see if it's missing half of the polar bear, right? He can be saying hello, or you could put it, you know, on the side of a card, or, you know, something like that. And this one, it only got a head. So some of you might have gotten some cut things like this penguin here, and that's okay. Don't think I was being mean. I was just knowing that it would be easy to still use. So use that. Let's see, actually, what else can I use? I think that's good enough. Okay. All right, so now for this, we're going to have to do some cutting. Because some of the animals are not going to fit. The fox fits in there pretty easily, but this polar bear is just too big. So we're going to have to cut off the bottom of the polar bear. So you can kind of lay him underneath the circle and see what has to get cut off. I'm going to pull him up a little bit and say he needs to be cut there. See if that's good. Yeah. All right. This little guy is what's going to have to be chopped off of this one. So like right there. I think the fox is good. I don't know if this one's going to fit. We'll see. Okay, so once I kind of know what I need to cut off, I'm just going to do that. And okay. Now I'm going to stick this down once I've used it for my template, and I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals, which were on my desk a minute ago. Thought maybe Kitty knocked him on the floor. She's doing that typical kitty behavior where they knock things on the floor. So funny. Why do they do that? I don't know. Alright, I'm using more dimensionals than I normally would on the back of a card just because I really want that height with these circles, because I like that they pop up so they're little windows, and I want to see that shadow so that people really see that it's a little window. Okay. I missed one. Alright, that goes here. And I intentionally cut the paper to kind of go all the way around. That was kind of interesting. I don't know. Alright, so now let's glue in our animals. Little fox, so cute, sleeping there, and the penguin. And I gave everybody kind of an assortment. I like him because he's kind of like saying hello. I don't know if this guy's gonna fit in there. He kind of does, but where should I put him? Up there? Yeah. And if I put one in there, does that mean I have to put them in the other ones? What to do? What to do? He's so cute. I am gonna put him in there. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to put him in this one. Because that one had one in everything else. There. So he's going to go in that one. Alright. These I'm going to leave blank. Alright, now the inside, since I have a little guy left over, I am going to put that on the inside. And I'm going to put the little snowman and the strip down, like so. Alright, in your kit you would have also gotten a tag. And I did not save myself a little green circle because I sent them all in the mail, and I did my Facebook Live thinking it was going to not have any problems, and so I used up my tag in my Facebook Live, this little green circle. So we're going to use the pumpkin pie. Hopefully that's close enough to the color of the fox. It's not. This is Calypso Coral. But I think if I put it over here, I'm so picky. Let's see if there's a little dot laying around somewhere. I've got, ooh, is this the right one? Oh, I do have one more. Yay. All right, forget all that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp a happy birthday because that was my requested card that I need to send to the group. Here we go. Do I like that one? Let's try it one more time. All right. There it is. And then I probably, hopefully, sent you some baker's twine in your envelope. Sometimes I forget. But if not, you might have some ribbon laying around. And I'm going to go ahead and slip this through and then tie a bow. All right, if you got your kit and you have not yet posted your card, look for the mystery kit post about the mystery kit and add it to the bottom in the comments, or you can start a new post about it, or look for the video, the live video, and put it in the comments there. Somewhere, post it somewhere. I'd love to see it. In order to keep getting mystery kits, you do have to post that you're using them. Or I'm going to stop sending them because they do cost me some money. Alright, that's going to go up there, I think. Or do I want it to go down here? I think I'm going to put it down there because I got a lot of green up there. See, that orange would have been good up there if it was the right color. So picky sometimes, aren't we? Alright, I'm going to put that up with some dimensionals. And then I want to show you one more that was not a mystery kit, but it's the same idea. There we go. And it was from my card buffet. I did a card buffet last week, and we did a Halloween card. And it was the same idea, cutting pieces from the designer series paper. Now this stamp and punch, it was a paper punch and a stamp. This was so wildly popular. Everybody loved it, which is great, but it sold out really early. And that was a bummer because Halloween is here and you can't get it anymore. It's on back order. You can still get it and then use it for next Halloween because it is so stinking cute. There's a paper punch that cuts out the different shapes. The stamp set is adorable. I loved the whole thing. I used a lot of it, but this thing that was super fun is the paper, and I really liked it. So we're going to do the exact same thing as we did on the mystery kit. So this was part of Card Buffet, and this paper is also left over from Celebration, but you can find a black and white paper. There's a few actually currently in the catalog, or a check, or you can do anything there. Or some of these, there's some good black and whites on the backs. Like here's one that's cute. It says Boo. You could use that. I didn't have enough for Card Buffet to do boos on everybody's, but same idea. And then on this one, we don't have to trim any of the little critters down because they're all the right size. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this down. Like I said, I went a little overboard with the dimensionals on these window cards just because I don't want them to bow in the middle. Okay. This is an awesome die if you haven't gotten that already. Super fun, and it can be so any occasion. Pretty, fun. You can put pretty flowers in there. I mean, anything. All right, and then everybody could just select whatever little images they wanted from the paper collection here. There's some cute pumpkins. And some people don't mind cutting out. I don't mind cutting out, actually. I mean, if you did this in red and had cute little animals, those little stocking animals or something from the other paper sticking out of the holes, those little cats or dogs or the little corgis. Everybody knows somebody who's got a favorite animal, right? I know my brother has a golden retriever, and I met a person the other day who was a big fan of corgis. So, you know, that paper, that pet paper is so cute. You've got something specific to all your friends, or at least a lot of your friends. Alright, I got a pumpkin, a cat. Let's see what else I can throw in there. Let's go with one of these little skulls. I kind of like this one with his eyes. Got the little cheeks, although... What else do we have? I think there's some cute bats. There's some cute ghosts. Okay, I'm going to go with this guy because he's fun. Alright, and I need some small things now, so maybe I'll do one of these little gravestones. And let's see what else I got. Oh, maybe will the ghost's head fit through there? I know there was, oh, the small bat. He's perfect. The small little bat. Okay, I think I need one more. So I think there's a small ghost, so I'm going to look for another ghost sheet of paper. Here we go. I think this one will fit. Looks like he's munching some candy here. He's like gorging himself. Or you could use one of these little haunted houses. He's my favorite ghost. Oh, the big guy's kind of good too. Okay, I think I have enough pieces. So now I'm just going to start placing them down. Isn't that fun? Alright, and then I gave, at Stamp Camp we had these tags, and then because you're just using Designer Series paper, you can look through your stamp sets and see what you have, and I'm sure you've got some good stuff. Maybe a paper pumpkin that had a Halloween in there. If you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, they give you so many sentiments for all year round. You've always got something perfect, I think. I have all my good, like Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, they're all from Paper Pumpkins. Okay, but I found, where did I put it? Banner Year in my collection here, and I liked this one because it's got a Boo or a Trick So Sweet. There's a couple different ones. This one's great for many holidays. You notice that it's got Christmas, it's got Guess Who Loves You. That's kind of the winter holidays. You got Valentine, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween all in one set. Here's a cute little Valentine's and a little, you can put the bird carrying the present. So this is a great stamp set. Banner Year. It's got a really nice Thanksgiving, which is hard to come by. A lot of times there's things like Gather or Grateful, but there's not a lot of Happy Thanksgiving. So Banner Year is my go-to for my winter holiday type things. And you can see I use that Happy Thanksgiving all the time. So I'm going to grab Boo. So I know Halloween is this weekend, so you're not going to be able to order this and make things for this year. But I just wanted to show you this card because it gives you the idea of using your designer series paper without necessarily having to have the stamps. And that way you can kind of get stuff from throughout the whole catalog. You know, you can get things, there's so much in the catalog. It's so huge. The winter catalog is just so full of good stuff. And I want you to, you want to get a taste of everything. So maybe think about, if you can't get the whole suite, think about parts of the suite that you can get just to get the flavor of the items. Where's that going to go? That's tricky. Who do I not care as much about? I think the gravestone maybe, or maybe if I go up right here, then it goes between there and I get everybody. Oops, I forgot to put my string through there. I've got some old Baker's Twine, black and gray, and let's use that. If you ever see Baker's Twine on sale in the clearance rack, I always grab it. It's a nice little way to add some texture to your card without a lot of expense. So when I do mystery kits, I tend to send a lot of Baker's Twine. But even things like little tags, just little embellishments that just kind of, even that little pop, that little circle, I feel like that makes a big difference too, that I added some color to the tag. Anyway. Alright, there is my Halloween version. For the inside I could cut out some more of those little creatures. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Please consider joining Beth's Paper Cuts Ideas Sharing Group and show me what you're doing with designer series paper. What cute things are you making with mostly highlighting the fun papers from Stampin' Up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.